Presenting Love, Uber Eats, a platform to donate essential items to those in need.
Welcome to Danu on Fire right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today we're checking out Emperor's Den. Super excited to be here because it's a brand new location. I came for the opening and the food was so amazing. I'm so happy I can do a retake on it. This is located in Kolpiti. If you're wanting to experience true Chinese cuisine, it's a place for you to be. And I wanted to bring a foodie along with me, and I have Dr. Shanika Arsecularatne, better known as Beauty Doctor. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's been so long since I had you on Danu on Fire because I last had you in Battala.
Yes, you
where
came home.
Yeah, we made your husband cook. Yeah, that's what happened there. And later on, he was trying to progress into developing a show for us in cooking. That never happened. But he got the kitchen for it though.
Yeah.
He got the kitchen?
Yeah, everything done.
Yeah, that's it. that's about it.
But he cooks in it all the time.
Yeah. We see him being slaved by you a little bit.
He loves it. He loves it.
Yeah, he has a little apron as well, which you got him. Yeah, that's his little relief. Thanks for being on the show. So, as you know, I wanted to speak to you about something new that Shani has done. She wears multiple hats. It's a bit annoying now how to even compete here. She has now sung a song, which is amazing. Now, I have always heard from my mum saying, Shani doesn't sing, no, she used to sing those days. But then I've always wondered, mothers, they always say, no, my daughter can sing, and then they are just flat, and you have to be like, very nice, auntie, your daughter is singing beautifully. So painfully nice. But this is not the case. You actually can sing so well.
Oh, you're being very sweet. You're being like my mom now. You're being very, very sweet.
No, you can actually sing really well. So tell me, you have this singing side of you as well. I would have hated you in school. I would have hated you. Always getting high marks, singing, and teachers love you, and went to church on time and all. You are just terrible. So when did the singing part start?
I just like to sing. There was nothing to start. I just sing
trained?
at home. No.
Never trained?
No.
So how do you harmonize?
Well,
it just comes naturally?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, my mom can sing.
Okay.
And she is super talented. And I think I got it from her. But then
this
no,
was done
no
as
proper training as such. I just wanted to kind of, give her a surprise. It was her birthday, and then she's been pushing me, do something, because the past 6 years it has just been
work,
home, work, exams, work. So then I thought, let me just do something for her. And yeah, she loved it. She loved it.
Definitely. So I have a problem, we have this very stereotypical thinking when it comes to a doctor, accountant, lawyer, the ones who do very, very straightforward jobs, which are painstakingly long hours and dedicated. Like her brain has she'll look at it and that is called a concrepusculitis. And I'm like, yeah, that's it. And you can take Kukurbakatus for it. Like, how do you know all of that in your head? It's something I've always wondered. But you know it, and still you have all this side to you as well.
So hilarious.
How do you do that? How do you all compartmentalize in that brain?
Women are multitaskers by nature. But but one thing you might not know is some of the doctors I know can really sing well. They can play instruments. I mean,
I should start a doctor band, like a true doctor band. I told her, I said she'll be very busy performing like Panadura and all.
yes,
Like,
no, I won't be having time for consultations.
Shani.
I'll have to go for like stage musical shows everywhere.
You never know, you'll have like a fabulous fan base. They're like, honey, tell me about the making of this song. You have done a collaboration of 4.
Yes, so one of Ammi's most favorite singers was Mrs. Indrani Pereira. She is a legend in Sri Lankan music. So when I was talking to Sangeet, who did the new musical arrangements, he was like, let's do this, because the melodies are very, very, they go together.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful. And I don't think in a long time someone has done a cover.
And of her music, considering.
Yes.
And this is done as a tribute for her as well, in terms of the legendary contribution that she has done towards music. My mom used to love her, and the fact that she was one of the, I remember her as one of the Architapura girls, the 3 of them who used to sing, and it was always a lovely moment to see them on the national channels those days performing.
You know, when I was working in Hambantota, Tati used to come pick me, drop me 6 hours one way, right? So we used to listen to these songs.
Right, okay.
And it brings back so much of
memories, knowing that.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, she has a fun story about when you have studied your medicine internationally and when you come to Sri Lanka to do your local exams for you to enter the local practice, it's a hard task.
Oh, it is a very hard task.
And passing those exams is like a dream.
Yes.
You can pass any exam except those. Yeah. So Shani just didn't do her eyebrows, grew her hair, she wore these long skirts. And just walk to the uni or walk to the hospital, right? And somehow, but you passed for shy. I told you.
That was God's grace, because I did the first exam. I came home and started studying, hoping that I have to sit for the second exam. But that was purely, I always believe in you do your part, but then God does the rest. This is purely the case.
You know, people who are smart should not be pretty as well. That's very unfair. And you know what's the other part? I would have hated you in school. Like you would have been the one, I know teacher, I know. I don't know. I don't know anything. All right, I'm going to have a chicken dumpling. The steam has obviously gone because we were sitting on it for some time. But thank you to the wonderful people here.
The restaurant is beautiful.
Yeah, it's stunning. It's stunning. The owner is there. She's talking to somebody.
The interior is really nice as well.
We met her as well. Okay, let's get into a break to see what. Welcome back to the show. It's Emperor's Den. That's what we're checking out. This is the main course. It looks dangerously good. Let's put it that way. So now everyone knows about Dr. Shani, her clinic where she practices, which is also on board with us on Hi, which is a great thing. Thank you. Just wanted to quickly push that in there. Now, I wanted to ask you, now, Crystal has been growing strength to strength over the years. It has a brand new vision to it. But when your mum started, it was a total different line, and now it has gone in all parts. But it all falls under wellness. Tell me, everyone can sit and think, no, but implementing it, how hard is it?
Well, what do you mean by implementing it?
Getting everything under one roof. Because now you have teeth,
Yeah.
well-being, food, nutrition, fitness.
Yeah. So basically, this all came into play when, it's a personal experience. But like, I'm so happy that after we started Crystal, for example, imagine 7-8 years ago, how many cosmetic skin clinics have you heard of?
True.
There
wasn't a wave of it.
Yeah, so I'm so proud that we kind of set the trend. Each private hospital has a cosmetic clinic now, and it is in trend. People know about the industry. When I started, when I actually went to medical council, and I tried to explain what it is or what I am in some form.
You're not a dermatologist, but
no, I am not.
Yeah.
So in Sinhalese to explain it, because nobody even knew about it. So by now, like, every single person knows of it. There's a lot of doctors who's practicing it.
And they've got into studying it as well.
Yes, they've got into studying it as well. And so we're so proud we set a trend. But then as life went by, due to a personal experience, we lost our dad. And then I realized fixing the outside alone is not important. Is not so important. You kind of have to think of your well-being, because our parents' generation, until you fall sick, they don't do this meditation, and this wellness concept is not really trendy in that
in that generation as well, of course.
But amongst ours, it's much more. So I thought, why not? Like, let's look at the whole package. Let's look at making people better from inside and also getting them to look good on the outside.
Everyone has a confusion now. If there's a rash, that's the time when we think of someone. Like, when the rash gets really bad, is when we think of a person to go and show our skin to. But tell me now, I'm asking this from a complete outsider's point of view. What is the difference between what you do and what a dermatologist do?
So a dermatologist is able to practice the whole scope of skin-related issues, from skin cancers to psoriasis to rashes to all the whole works of it, and they have the MD in that. But my interest lies specially in anti-aging and aesthetics. So that involves things like acne, like curing a patch that's been left after a rash.
Right.
But everything to do more with the cosmetic and aesthetic anti-aging side of it. Right. That's where my passion lies. So.
There you go. That's what I was trying to get at. So now, Crystal also launched Crystal Luxury Villa. It gives a wholesome experience to someone.
Yes.
So one thing I can say is there's no, you will not see blood. Let's put it that way. It's all about relaxing, enjoying, finding you within. All this progress in this industry. It is also a form of creating a tourism opportunity, considering the fact that Sri Lanka is desperate for the dollars. And are you making steps on it?
Absolutely. And already we have the expats who live in Sri Lanka patronizing the villa, because it houses state-of-the-art wellness treatments.
And you have like a bed or something? No, water.
Oh, it's a flotation pod.
There you go.
Where we are the only functional flotation pod in Sri Lanka, where you can get a proper 8 hours rest in about 2 hours. So everyone's really busy, really stressed nowadays. A flotation is an amazing way of pain management, properly shutting down your brain, relaxing. Also, we have.
If you can't swim,
You float. You don't need to swim. You just float.
If you can't float, it'll still make you float.
It'll make you float. It's like, imagine you're floating on the Dead Sea. Even you don't need to know how to swim.
I've not taken that risk, but yeah. But yeah, so this is
yes,
good.
it's amazing.
So, so this experience of bringing tourism into Sri Lanka, but a lot of other countries like Turkey and all are quite well versed in this sector, where you get a package and you just go and get yourself done up and you come back. But how is that being pushed here?
So we have an amazing team at Crystal. So the team makes sure that we have the right collaborations, the right partnerships to focus on how we can get these done. Where we anyway have the services for it. We have an amazing dental surgeon for the cosmetic dentistry, even for kids. We have the wellness treatments. We have the non-surgical treatments. So it's a piece of cake. And the prices are so amazing as well compared
Especially when you compare it with
yeah.
where we stand next to the dollar. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing. Well, it's a good problem to have if you're planning on doing something internationally. It's just easy to know that you can do it here. All right, we will speak more because there's more to Shani than this. We'll come back with all this and more on the other side. But right now it's time to eat. We'll see you up.
Presenting Love, Uber Eats, a platform to donate essential items to those in need.
Welcome back to the show, our final segment, and this is my favorite segment because we get to have something sweet. So we're talking to beauty doctor, aka Shanika Arsecularatne. So I wanted to ask you, recently you won an award, multiple awards have been won by you, but this was for women-led organization, correct?
Yes. It was the South Asian Business Awards for the Best Women-Led Organization. So Ammi started this, this whole thing. And as a policy, we tried to have as much as ladies in our team as possible. So yeah, it's an amazing...
At one time it was all women run. And
yes,
now,
except for my dad then.
Yeah. Now a few men have been given some place there. But I wanted to ask you how important it is to be recognized through awards and awards.
Well, those who know, they know that like we won the National Business Excellence Award for health sector, we won the National Chamber of Commerce, to lots of other awards. These can't be bought for money. You really have to do the work.
Correct.
And
you have to prove it.
You have to prove it, not just finances wise, but also in terms of how you ensure quality standards, how you innovate every year, how much you contribute to society, and like lots of sectors are covered in these awards. So as a company, it's important that we do this for ourselves, not just, it's not just for others to see, but also it's important that gives us a vision, what to achieve, where to go, things like that.
And you're also working with the Indira Cancer Trust, considering the fact that this month, October, is dedicated to breast cancer awareness, and y'all are working as a partnership for a long time.
Yes, so again, at Crystal, we have a foundation dedicated for my late father. He used to love helping people. So we have a few projects going. So for his death anniversary, we are handing over a school. We are repairing and doing all the renovations and handing a school over to the kids in an area in Western Province itself. And then we have initiatives like the Indira Cancer Trust and others going on.
So there's a song out. You can always check out our YouTube page. Yeah, it's for Beauty Doctor SL. Got it?
Yes.
Correct? Yeah. Do check it out. It's a song that's done as a tribute to the singer, to the artist, to the ones who wrote it, who composed it. It's a modern twist to it.
Especially if you like music in general, and if like people like in my mom's generation love it. If your mums, dads like Sri Lankan classical music, it's definitely going to be
How
something
did
nice.
you feel after you recorded the song listening to it?
I felt good. I felt so grateful that Amit pushed me out of my
Were you
comfort
shy?
zone. I wasn't shy, I just didn't have the time.
No, I'm saying when you heard the song for the first time, were you feeling like conscious, like, oh my God, that's me? No, both ways.
Both ways.
Right.
But I was really uncomfortable doing the video because you have to do a little bit of,
Movements
Yes,
and yeah.
I was like, but they really helped me.
But you never know. I told her next time around she'll be singing at all the Sangeeta, what do you call it?
Sandarshana.
Sandarshana. She'll be all over. So that's all going to be taking place very soon. But in terms of Sri Lanka today, as somebody who's running a business and considering the fact that you have to pay salaries, do you think Sri Lanka and the economy is on the right path?
Well, as a policy, Ihan and I have decided that,
Husband.
yes, we are not going to give up on Sri Lanka. Because if you really look at everything else, if you look at news to what's happening and all of that, it's very difficult. It's because, it's for everyone, right? All your net worth is like halved or less than halved by now. And every little thing, like, anesthetic tube, which was 2,000 rupees, is now 8,000 rupees. The cost of stuff is super expensive. And again, we as a company, we refuse to cut down on quality of the products to improve profit or to, so it's very difficult. It's a tough time for everyone. But then if all of us give up on Sri Lanka, there won't be any hope. So we decided collectively to, take the punch, suck it up for a bit, and then
and just somehow
run with it and get through.
We have to close the show soon, but I really wanted to ask this question. As somebody who will do a filler or a Botox, have you ever messed up?
Yes. Yes.
How do you come out of that?
Well, you have to be the true. If any doctor in the world says they haven't messed up,
It's a lie.
it is a lie, because this is a job of a human. A human does it
On
and
another human.
on another human, where the variables cannot be controlled.
Correct.
The best example is my dad passed away after a surgery. We had so much of faith on the doctor, on the establishment, but by the end of the day, things happen, right? And it's not anyone's fault. It just could happen. But the best part about being a professional is that if you can fix it
And accept it first.
so there's two things. From the patient's point, you have to understand, you have to go back to the person and you have to allow that person to get it back to normal.
Amazing. It takes a lot for somebody to accept it and speak about it. Thank you. As always, it was fun speaking to you. You can follow her song and come to know more about what she's doing. Thank you for joining us on Danu on Fire.
Thank you for having me.
And thanks for always supporting Hi and my shows. It's always a pleasure to have you on board.
So friendship, and that's what we do, right?
All right. On that note, we need to wrap things up. Thank you so very much to these amazing people here. The food was delicious. I really want to eat this soon. So because of that, I'm going to wrap things up. Thank you so very much to the staff, the team. They have private rooms here. They have chefs who have come all the way from China. They have staff who have come from China. So you know the food that they're serving. They'll give you an insight to it. There's so much that you can do here. We will see you soon with another cool episode of Danu on Fire. Till then, it's a wrap. Keep smiling.
Presenting Love, Uber Eats, a platform to donate essential items to those in need. Presenting Love, Uber Eats, a platform to donate essential items to those in need.